this whole thing. See this. Wow. I would say this deck wasn't built right. Alright, let's pull off this outside string. Let's see if there's a little rot in here. Oh! Oh boy. You couldn't see that angle, but pretty much I set you up here. That was pretty awesome. The whole thing just fell apart in my hand. This whole thing. See this. Wow. I would say this deck wasn't built right. Huh. Well, sure does make it easy coming off then. Alright. Move the camera, get this thing by. Alright, it's time to pull the stairs down. I'm not attached by much up there. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and pull it down. See what happens here. Wish me luck. Huh. Still attached a little bit. This could hurt. Whoo-wee. Well, I got lucky with that one. Didn't hit me at all. Pretty rotten up there. All right. Well, probably just pushing caution tape up there so nobody walks off the deck. But now, I think it's all apart. At least I have these stringers here as a pattern. They should all be the same. So one of the best shapes is the middle one. So I'll just take that middle one, take all the boards off, and then that'll be my template for new ones. I gotta watch some videos on how to build a staircase though. I don't know what to do with the outside. Do you just leave it single like that, or do you need to have beefed up outsides like the old one did? I want to reuse the railing if possible. That's in pretty good shape. I can salvage that for those. Or replace one or two 4x4s and the top handguard there. Otherwise, it's in pretty good shape. Not so much with these guys right here. Again, I think this was a glue lamb beam they used in an outdoor setting. So I'm not really sure what they were thinking there at all. It obviously did not last. This building is maybe 20 years old. And pressure treated should last way longer than that. So anyway, that's where we're at. We'll see how this project goes. All right, all the treads and risers are off. 3 stringers. All the stringers had rot in them to some extent or another, mostly in the tops. I guess where the water just leached in through the screw holes. So I gotta do a lot of research on how to build the best long-lasting outdoor set of stairs. Jody thought about telling me, just hey, close that railing in and then get rid of the stairs. But then you have these walkways to nowhere. So I think the stairs kind of belong here and they look pretty grand when I get them done. So, but I gotta go take care of all this rot up here too. Gotta cut out that 1x1. Behind there, there's 2 2x10s sandwiched together there. And so I just gotta do a little research on how to build these stairs. I've never done this before, but we'll make it so it's better than it was before. That's for sure. All right, stay tuned. All right, well, stringers are down. Outside trim board was rotten. The first 2x10 was rotten. This one here has barely any, so we're fine there. It's all dry. That's like a little water damage from years ago. Once I put that rubber membrane on top, when I redid the deck on top, that's going to keep water out. So we're good there. I'll replace that section of 2x10 and trim. And then we'll decide if we're going to put stringers back up here in steps or just close in that section and not have steps here. Okay, well that's what almost $400 with lumber looks like. Well, I got some screws and stuff also, so maybe $300 in lumber right there. 6 2x12 by 16s, 1 2x12 by 10, and then I think it's a 1x6 pressure treated for the seal up top. So anyway, it's going to be a tough job. Alright, first step is done. I got this 2x12, I don't know, ledger board, whatever, attached here. It was a 2x10 before, with those extra LVL beams being the height at the end. This time around we're just going to go with the 2x12, and it'll hang down a little bit from the bottom of that board where the stringer attaches, but it should be the code. Alright, next step is to put some 1x6 pressure treated wood, 2 of them, across there to space fill it was before this trim right here. And that'll give us the right offset for the stringer when we put it up. So I got the 2 1x6s in there, space filler. Treated the ends, cut them, and obviously the screws for the stringer holder will go through this into both 1x's. So we go through the first 2x, first 1x, then a 2x, and then part of the last 2x. So that was the easy part of the day. Now we got to get into cutting stringers and all the fun stuff. I just took the one stringer that was still good and copied that one and traced it, so I don't have to do much math. Just got to do a lot of cutting. All the fun part goes along with hanging them, so that's what I did right here. Next, on to the cutting. A little bit of help. Finishing off the stringers there, jigsaw. Alright, so that's our second stringer, second out of 4. Get these hung and the skirts hung today will be good enough. Alright, well my tracing skills leave something to be desired, but what I found is these 2x12, some were 11 and a half, some were 11 3/4 thick. So I'll blame the fact that they didn't have consistent thickness as to why these aren't perfectly aligned. So I'm sure the steps will be a little different step to step, but there's the stringers. I'm coating it right now. Coating the ends every fresh cut with this sealant. So anyway, not horrible, but not my best job either. That's what I'm using right here to coat this. So coated and uncoated. So I'll continue that. Every end I cut, I'm coating. Let's take a walk around here and see. We have, oh hey now, first stringer's up. The other stringer's marked. Obviously I don't love the fact that it's hanging down so low, but I couldn't really do any more bracing, so that's why I have this 2x12 solid skirt. It's going to go on the outside and grab way up high, bracket up there, and then that'll tie the 2 pieces together. So anyway, hang up the other 2. Probably get the skirts a different day. We're just working on the stringers today and maybe the structural skirts tomorrow. So looking good. Alrighty. There it is. The stringers are up. I have company coming over, so we got to stop for the day. But I didn't get a chance to put the outside structural skirts back on yet. That'll be tomorrow probably. They're cut and down there. Otherwise it's pretty good. Level-ish across. I'll put some foam underneath the bottom here to keep the water from wicking up. But I think it's going to be a whole lot better than the old one was. The old one had 3 stringers across, and this one's got 4 to code. So anyway, looking good. End of day 2. Woo-wee! Some nice looking stringers up there. So today, all the wood I have left before going to the store next week, I will be putting the outside skirts on. They are structural skirts, so I'll have to notch around this, and I'll show you what they look like once they're done. But they'll sister up against this outside joist, stringer, sorry, and really add a lot of, I guess, load capacity this way. It'll set up a lot higher on that faceboard there too. So hopefully it works out like I planned. Stay tuned. All right, the stringer skirts, the structural stringer skirts are up. Have a bunch of 3-inch lags through them from the inside and the outside, locking those two together. Put a bracket up there on each side, grab the inside. Last thing I do is I'm going to stick a 7-inch timber lock screw through the back side right here, through the 2x and into this one right here. Obviously shouldn't split, but I'm going to pre-drill with a 1/8 inch drill bit anyway, which I have right there, that long bit. So that'll be the last step here with the structural stringer skirts. Again, probably 2 screws on each side. I'll show you a video of the aftermath. Here's the back of the structural stringer skirt. 2 of those 7-inch timber locks going through. Nailed the center of that perfectly. That pre-drill was good. That 1/8 inch drill bit I think was necessary. I didn't want to split the ends of the stringer skirt. So there's 2 over here. On this side, there's 2 more. I also added a couple of brackets up here to kind of help attach this front joist, whatever it is, to the floor joist. A ledger board, I'm not sure what they call that, but did a couple over there. I'm going to do some more down the run here in the future. So that top, see the gap up top there? I don't want that growing with the stairs hanging off here, so I'm going to support that a little more down the way on both sides. Belts and suspenders. I don't want any of this stuff to go bad on me in the future. So, all right, there's the main structure. I think it's pretty rock solid. Once the risers and strings go in there, it's going to be a thing of beauty. All right, don't hate me for my work. It's not perfect.